Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tool formulas. We are focusing on volume of rectangular prisms, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So we have a rectangular prism here, and when we look at formulas, we're going to see two different formulas for volume. Now, volume is going to equal length times width times height, or we're also going to see volume equals base times height. Now, we're going to note here that the B in the base is capital B, and that's going to make a big difference. But let's start with just the first formula. Length times width times height. What we're imagining here is we're imagining that this particular rectangular prism has a length of 12, right? So we'll put that 12 right there. A width of 2, and then a height of 6. And so if we wanted to find the formula or the volume of this, we could literally just multiply 12 times 2 times 6. Now let's visualize what's actually happening. What's happening is we're looking at unit cubes, and we're looking to see how many cubes can we stack inside this particular rectangular prism. And so I have a bottom layer, and this bottom layer has, you see, we've got 12 across, right? Then I've got 2 going back, and I've only got that bottom layer. What we would end up doing is we would end up having a total of 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we put that right there. And we would end up having 6 layers if we were to include this in all of the layers. Right now, we've just got that bottom layer. So what is this bottom layer? Well, this bottom layer is just going to be 12 times 2, right? So that 12 times 2 is going to get you your 24. And then we would just have 6 layers of 24, right? And so that 6 layers of 24, well, that's actually what we're doing with our V equals B8. This B is the area of the base. And we use that B because right now we're dealing with a rectangular prism, but we could use this for the area of a cylinder. We'd start looking at cylinders in 7th grade. We start looking at pyramids in 6th grade. So there's all different types of three-dimensional shapes. And a lot of times, the easiest way to think about it is just the area of the base. Now, what is the area of the base? That's a rectangle. Our base is a rectangle, so my area is going to equal length times width, because that's the area of a rectangle. So if this area of the base equals length times width, I substitute that back in right there. You see how we're going to get V equals length times width times height. So you can look at it as base times height. You can look at it length times width times height. But either way, for this particular one, we are going to see that it's 12 times 2, right? That's that 24. We need to multiply that by 6, right? So if we do 24 times 6, that's going to get you 144. And then we would say cubic units. So we could say units cubed or 144 cubic units. Let's look at another example. Sometimes you will get a shape and they're going to actually give you the volume. So for this particular rectangular prism, they give us the volume at 720 cubic feet. We've got a length of 18 feet. We've got a width of 5 feet. And instead of finding the volume, which they gave us, they're asking us for the height. All right, so what is our unknown height? Well, we can use this same formula, right? We can either do length times width, or we can find the base, which is area of the base, length times width. Let's figure out what 18 times 5 is. 18 times 5, all right, that's going to be a 4, so that's 90. All right, so then my volume is going to equal 90 times my height, and my volume is 720. So 720 equals 90 times h. I need to think what times 90 makes 720. So let's divide both sides by 90. And that might seem hard, but we can divide both sides by 10. And now 72 divided by 9. Oh, that's just going to be 8. So then my height would equal 8